Hey, what's up, guys? WhirlXbow back here, and today I'm trying the deck again. I know I'm not the best at playing the deck, and honestly, in the state I'm currently at, it's probably not the best for me to be playing this deck if I want to win. But I feel like I learned the best where I'm at currently, and it is going to be some Questline Demon Hunter. I'm gonna just straight up be honest. I'm awful at this deck. And it's one of those decks that I've been wanting to get better at since the quest line came out. It's one of the cooler quest lines, in my opinion. Right? There's this, realistically, what, like 6 or 7 of them that have been playable? Right? What? Warlock, Demon Hunter, Druid, Hunter, Priest. I think the rest of them have kind of been unplayable. I might be missing some, right? Shaman was the spell damage one, which is also kind of okay. The rogue one was the SI7 one that was unplayable. Warrior, no, actually, Warrior was also playable at one point. Like, old pirate warrior. What other classes? Paladin was like 1 drops, which was also unplayable. And then, hold up, let me look at the other classes so I can think. Good. Mage was a spell one, which is, again, it's fringe at all time. Not great. Not great. The fucking thing for priest was... Am I thinking of the wrong one? I'm definitely thinking of that one. What was the other priest quest line? Am I blind? Seek Guidance was like okay, unplayable, okay, Beyond Busted, okay. It was good for a while, not great after that. But yeah, it's one of those ones that I wanted to get better at, and I'm not currently that great at it. So, anyways, I spent way too much time in this intro. So how about we queue up the first game and let's see how it goes. So I guess, yeah, with that being said, I'll see y'all up there. Alright, first matchup against the... Why is my deck tracker not up? Well, both of these are typically not capable cards. I'm not 1000% sure of anything with it. This is one of those big things, right? This is the deck I want to get good at, but it's also one of those decks that is pretty hard to pilot, in my opinion. Again, I could be 1000% wrong, and there's a lot of people who can be like, oh, shut the fuck up. You have no idea what the fuck you're talking about. Those people, I have nothing against, but it's a deck I want to get better at, and I think the only way I realistically get better at it... Why is my deck tracker not loading? Do I have to, like, reset this somehow? That is the wrong game that I just exited. Oh, it's crashed. Classic. Let's start with this. This is what? So I draw 2 more cards here. There we go. Let's do this. As much as I would have liked to play this, I feel like this is the better play, all things considered. Oh, I'll be honest. I'm recording this, and I may or may not be a little bit turnt. I may or may not have drank like 12 beers since 5 o'clock-ish and 2 glasses. Currently drinking the 3rd one of whiskey. By the way, with that being said, I hope everybody has their drink of choice. If that's some whiskey, That's some water, that's some soda, whatever. Comment down below what you guys are drinking. I won't lie. I'm currently drinking myself some bourbon. I know as a Canadian, I probably shouldn't be doing that at the moment with all the. I'm not about to dive into that. I don't believe in talking about politics online, and it's definitely a political discussion. So. Okay, let's just do this. I realistically, I mean, I'm not going to trigger the quest with my additional 2 draws. Unless I hit, like, 3 pirates. But, it's fine. But no. I'm currently drinking myself some bourbon. I believe this is Buffalo Trace. It's not my high-end bottle of bourbon, which is almost gone. And I'm so pissed because they removed it off the shelves, at least where I live. Because it's American, which, in my opinion, pisses me the fuck off. I just want to drink some good-ass fucking bourbon. I want to drink some good-ass whiskey. That's all I really care about, I'll be honest. Start with this. Get a copy of this thing. Draw a couple more cards. I don't really want to attack with this. Okay, so I can put this into this. I'm gonna give him a whole bunch of health, but that's fine. We should outcast Courage Blade. I didn't realize this had 6 power. It would have killed that thing for free. Do this. Okay. Alright. We're actually honestly not the worst position I've ever seen. So. My issue is, I'm assuming I'm playing against Reno Pally? It looks and it feels like I'm playing against Reno Pally. So. If it is Reno Pally, we're in a good position. To be fair, he just played a 7-drop for 5 mana. Which is really, really good for him. Let's start with this. Trade that into there. Focus there. Do this. How much is this at? 7 cards? It's so many. Let's poke him in the face for a whole bunch. Our weapon set draw 8. 13 left in deck. This is so fucking good here. He wishes it was a 2 mana deal 2 damage to the board. Fuck. Alright. I'm not worried about him really dropping much here. He burnt Zephyrus, he burnt Leviathan. There's not much I really have to worry about, I feel. Oh, so bad. I'm so tired. I actually have some stuff to talk about today. So today I went to go play the pre-release for Aether Spark. It didn't go the way I had hoped it was going to go. I'll be honest. As much as I wanted the Okay, let me actually focus on what I'm fucking doing here for a second, and then. Seven. That's actually pretty solid. Alright, let's hold off for a turn. But yeah, no, I went to go play the pre-release. Had a blast playing pre-release. I won't lie. I always have fun playing pre-releases. As much as I don't necessarily like limited as a format. This is always fun to go play with some friends that I definitely haven't talked to in a couple of years. Where I go to play pre-releases is I haven't played like an F&M there or whatever in 7 years, I'd feel. Like, was probably the last one was like 2018, 2017-ish. So, what is that? Like 2025 now, so that's like 7-8 years. Roughly that I haven't gone to play an F&M. So I haven't actually went to go play against a lot of the people that I play against at the pre-release, but it's mostly the same people. I definitely thought he just did 100 damage, and I was about to be so pissed. But he did not. He was dead next turn, right? I had like, what, 7 cards left? And this is 1, 2, 3 for turn, 4 off my thing. 5, 6 into this, into attack. And that would be draw 11, which definitely killed him, so. Pretty good. Anyways, let's cue the next one, and hopefully have it go well. Alright guys, yeah, I'll see y'all there.
Aranna versus the Thunder King. This is not my first
Alright.
war.
Next game, Shaman? My guess is gonna be big. Right? If I had to guess, it'd probably end up being big. As much as that's not a matchup I really want to play.
I see you brought guests.
Man, this whiskey is good. I love me some whiskey, so this is technically bourbon. If anybody really could tell me the difference between a whiskey and a bourbon in the comments below, I would like to see what most people's opinion is of the difference, because at least from the way I understand it, and I've been in the alcohol community for pretty long. As much as I don't necessarily want to admit that I've been there for that long, I've been in the alcohol community for longer than most people could realistically understand. I'm not saying that as a flex, because I don't... As much as some of the things I want are pretty flex items, it's not something that I ever really plan on doing. I'm not interested in flexing on people. It is probably the single thing I'm the least interested in doing is flexing on people. Sure, let's take this. But no. So, if me saying that I understand my basics of whiskey and bourbons and cognacs and scotches and all that type of thing sounds like a flex, that ain't me. Because I do understand the core concept behind them all. Again, I spend a lot of time drinking. I spend a lot more time drinking than most people do. Not to say it's healthy the amount I drink. I won't lie, it's probably not. But I'll do it either way type shit, you know? I just like drinking. Honestly, I just have a fun time drinking. Therefore, I'm going to do it as much as I humanly can. And when it kills me, you know what I'm saying? So, hey. I feel like I spent this entire video just rambling about nothing because I'm fairly drunk. And when I say fairly drunk, I don't really like claiming, oh yeah, I'm fucked up while recording a video. Besides, it's not really the person I am, if I'm being honest. I'm not typically the type of person that likes to flex about the fact that I'm super fucked up while recording something or whatever. It's that just ain't me. But at the same time, I definitely know that I am a little bit more fucked up than I normally am. Like, especially when it's just us chilling, recording a video. I am definitely more fucked up than I normally am. Alright. Let's play this here. None of that's me new with that. Let's let him hold this. I have what, 2 cards that get popped before Aranna or Glaivetar. Next turn I go Glaivetar probably plus Glide. Alright, let's do this. I'm not about to attack before I know exactly what I draw, because everything I draw gets discounted. Do this. I have 2 more cards that they're about to mess up before they mess up this, so. The first time I resolved my fancier Aranna, it's to a dirty rat. I hate my life. I hate my life. I'm pretty sure I lose now, right? Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm just dead here. I don't have to really fuck around with anything. I'm gonna concede. I'm gonna target my weapon and then trade into this. And I ain't even close to killing him. So I guess maybe potentially with that draw, I am a little close. Did I just kill myself? If I just kill myself, fucking be dead. I just killed myself. Just imagine if you're saying that damages you didn't come out Aranna. Hey. It's fun. Again, I'm not really worried about it. I'm trying to get better with this deck, and I knew as soon as he pulled Aranna, I was dead. So, I should have seen it coming. But I thought potentially I survived for another turn or 2, and maybe if he had nothing, I could steal a win, but not quite. Anyways, with that being said, let's queue up the next one. Alright guys, yeah, I'll see y'all there. So, actually, one of the things I kind of want to talk about is the pre-list I went to today. Actually, it's kind of wild. At the pre-release that I went to today, I met a guy that I haven't talked to since I was. I don't know. I think I potentially brought this up, but I haven't talked to the guy since I was... When did Ravnica come out? Return to Ravnica? 2012? 2013? No, it's before 2012. 2011-ish? Actually, I'm genuinely curious how long ago I met this guy. So you basically stopped playing after RTR. Return to Ravnica release. 2012. So, like, mid to end 2012. I definitely thought it came out earlier, but I'm definitely wrong. So I've known this guy basically since, like, 2012. He's a good guy. Like, I have nothing against him personally type shit. And at least from the conversations we had today, like, he's a good guy and he remembers me very, very fondly. I won't lie, I don't quite remember him. Like, I remember his face. Don't remember what he's playing back then, but he's talking to me about, like, playing, like, a certain deck, which I do remember. Like, that, seeing people play that deck. I don't personally remember playing against it that much. Start with this.
They will never catch me.
Okay. Let's just do this. Fuck it. You know what? Yo, he also draws 1,000,000 cards. I have the silence effect, which is really, really good. And if he doesn't play most of them here, I could also just shuffle the whole hand into his deck. But yeah. Getting back onto it, right? Like, I don't quite remember playing against this guy that much. I just kind of vaguely remember the deck he was bringing up. And it felt good, honestly, to reminisce about old times. And I've been playing Magic for half my life. I think I've been playing... I'm 25 now, turning 26. And I think I've been playing Magic for roughly 13, 14 years. I think the first time I actually did play a Magic deck in my life, I was like 6 years old. And it was when my brothers was playing Magic. So well before I actually got into the game, like I had bought my own cards, and I started playing my own decks. Like well before that. Which, to be fair, I think it's perfectly fine. Like, yeah, everyone gets in the game at their own pace. Everyone starts playing at their own pace type shit. Let's hope we can put that there so it's like poke and shit with this. Honestly, let's do this. I kind of want to hold this, honestly. Should have probably played that.
They will never catch me. Anyone order a ghoul to the face? Anyone order a ghoul to the face? Burn away to ash.
Let's do this. Poke. This deck typically has no board wipes in it. So I feel confident doing this. I have what? What is this? 24, 26 power on board? I believe that this should be fine to win the game.
I cannot wait to read these.
But getting back to it. Talking to a whole bunch of people that I've not talked to in like probably a year almost at this point. Felt so nice and so like revitalizing almost. Because again, the typically people I talk to when it comes to Magic are people that play competitive Magic, and these people are clearly just there because they enjoy playing the game and they don't care about playing competitively. It was to the point where me and my opponent were both, I believe we were 2-2? Yeah, 2-2 into the tournament. And it was basically like top prizes were going to be people that were 5-0 or 401 and 4-1. Like basically anyone that was 2-2 was not making a prize going to the bottom or into the last round, or if they were getting one pack. So I was talking to my opponent, I'm like, yo, do you want to just play like some commander? Like I don't like my deck. My opponent's like, I don't like my deck either. Right, in the pre-release. I'm like, hey, you want to just play commander, and then whoever wins the commander's game gets credit for the win. He's like, no doubt. Do you want to play competitive? I'm like, sounds good. I'll play my competitive deck. I have it with me. I brought a competitive deck that I had, or two decks that I've never played, so I had no idea really what to rate them. I had a deck at a 5 and a deck at like a 3 is my guess. Like, if I had to guess power level wise, not using the new fucking bullshit system, I had like a 9. I had a 5, 2 to 3s, and two decks I had not played yet. And my opponent comes down and he's like, yeah, I'm playing CDH. So like, okay, I'm gonna pick my 9. You know, to me, CDH is a 9. I'm gonna continue the story in the next games. I don't want to spend 10 minutes talking over a blank screen, so let's queue it up and let me finish my story while we play the game. Alright, guys? Yeah, with that being said, I'll see y'all there. Alright. So let's continue talking about our story. My story that I'm talking about this random guy I was playing against. I'll keep this whole hand. So yeah, my opponent was like, oh yeah, the deck I'm playing is currently a 9. Or some, he said 9 or 9-5. I'm like, okay, so we're playing CDH, basically. He's like, yeah, pick the most competitive deck you brought. I'm like, okay, well, in my opinion, the most competitive deck I have is a 9. He's like, okay, yeah, so we should be basically on even playing grounds. So in my head, when I say I'm playing CDH at a 9, right? I don't know who else thinks this way. And again, maybe I'm completely wrong. But that's basically CDH minus all your expensive cards, right? You're not playing your duels, you're not playing your Cradle, you're not playing your Moxes, like your Mox Diamond, your Chrome Mox. You're not playing your super, super fast mana when it was a thing like Jeweled Lotus and things like that. You're playing your just generally good cards. Like, I'm expecting Force of Will, which is not a card I'm currently playing because I don't have one, like, paper one. I have access to something to go play Legacy, but I don't have, like, I don't personally own one. And my opponent starts, no, he told me he's playing a 9. And my opponent starts going, Guildgate Pass. Motherfucker told me he was playing a 9. Being someone that plays CEH, I don't want to say on the regular, but maybe 6-7 times a year. The ideal plan is I'm doing it once a month, where because I have 3 buddies. Well, one is my brother and 2 buddies that play solely CDH, and we like to kind of just go together, you know. So we're all pretty good friends, so we'll like go shoot the shit, play some Magic and whatnot. I've talked about it, right? We went, I want to say earlier this year or at the end of last year. I'm not exactly. It was earlier this year. I'm really bad with dates, I'll be honest. But so we queued like. So when people tell me that they want to play CDH, like, I'm expecting that level. I'm not expecting no bullshit, basically. I'm expecting people fucking there to play to win. And play the most powerful cards in the game. Not some casual bullshit with extra steps. when my opponent played a fucking turn 1 Guildgate and he told me he's playing CDH, I looked at my hand that was double Spirit Guide, Island into Animar on 1, and I'm looking like a turn 2 kill with Fierce Guardianship backup. Like, that's what my hand was, like, looking like, and I'm like, okay, so he went Guildgate. I'm holding what feels like more money than his deck in my hand. So I go, alright, turn 1, pitch double Spirit Guide, Island, Animar, pass. My opponent was like, oh, so you actually meant you're playing competitive. I'm like, well, you told me we're playing CDH. He's like, yeah, we're playing CDH. Plays another Guildgate and passes. I have never seen a CDH deck play 1 Guildgate, not to mention 2 back-to-back on 1, not playing a blue deck, so there's no interaction. I draw, and I draw the Walking Ballista. So now I have 2 creatures I can pay for basically 0 mana into the Ancestral Statue. So I have an infinite power Animar just sitting on the battlefield. And I have no idea, like, do I just pull the trigger? And I'm looking at my hand, and I'm looking at what he can do. I still have the Fierce in hand. And I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. He told me he's playing CDH. Let's play CDH, you know? I'm not here to fucking bullshit anyone. I'm not here to lie. I should have played this. Token? I hate my life. So, what was going through my head at that point was, you know what? Fuck it. I'm not going to worry about it. So, on turn 2, I make an infinite power Animar. And I move to combat and I attack. I'm holding Fierce Guardianship. He has, realistically, he's holding up white something in Path Swords. My opponent goes 1 blue, bounce a creature. I go counter, like, Fierce. He's like, yeah, you got it. You win the game. I'm like, okay, sorry, but, like, what I'm thinking, right, I believe he's just playing blue, white, black. If I remember correctly, he was playing blue, white, black. It was so, the game was so forgettable that I don't even quite remember what he was playing card for card type shit. I feel like I'm playing this turn wrong, but yeah. And I'm like, what's like, why do you feel like your deck is like CDH? He's like, oh, I have a Mox Diamond in my deck, so it has to be CDH. I'm like, you own like an actual Mox Diamond? He's like, yeah. I bought one before they spiked. I paid like 400 for it. I'm like, you paid 400 for a Mox Diamonds before they spiked? He's like, yeah, do you know how much they are? I'm like, no, I was offered 3 of them like 3 weeks ago for 100 a pop, or for 300 a pop. He's like, oh, you should take the deal. I'm like, yeah, my plan was to take the deal. And he's like, why didn't you take it yet? I'm like, do you want me to give you reason 1, 2, 10, or 15? Like, it was like, I have a whole bunch of reasons to why I did not take the deal, like, snap type shit. But I meant to play this first. Fuck me dead. These are all awful. Let's do this. But yeah. So, basically I played a game of CDH against a guy that was playing casual commander with Mox Diamond in his deck and tell me he's playing CDH. He said I was the asshole. Like, basically, I talked to him throughout the day because, you know, we'd be sitting next to each other playing, like, around or whatever. He's like, oh yeah, the guy you're playing against is an asshole. I'm like, why? And I just looked at him, like, completely confused because he dropped that shit out of fucking nowhere. right? Like, again, I won't deny the fact that I might not be the easiest to get along with. I don't. Oops, I thought this was a demon. It was not.
Come out, come out.
6 cards. I draw 5 next turn. Go Aranna. Dago up and kill him. I'm pretty sure it's lethal, right? And no, we'll figure it out. It's what, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Should be more than lethal. But yeah, no, like, he brought it up to one of my opponents, like, oh yeah, you're playing as an asshole. I'm like, why am I an asshole? He's like, well, you said you were playing, like, you were playing CH but not too competitive. I'm like, yeah, what card that I played was, like, necessarily competitive? Like, the arguably most competitive card I played was, like, I was holding up a Fierce Guardianship. And he's like, you're playing Fierce Guardianship, like, your deck is clear as CDH. I'm like, the day that Fierce Guardianship is considered a CDH card is the day I fucking quit playing Commander. Like, in my head, that doesn't fucking make sense. Right? I don't want to be that guy that's just gonna sit here bitching about countless things that my opponents do. Right, that's not me. So, if anybody has ever experienced what I experienced today, feel free to leave it down below, because I'm excited to hear your guys' opinion about all of it. How is he not dead? It's 2 random enemies. Huh. If he's 1 damage away from then, I'm gonna be upset. I definitely thought he was dead. Fuck me dead. I forgot. I did not realize this was random. Oh, now I'm upset because I had to take a fucking piss, and I thought I was gonna be able to go take a piss real quick, but you know what? Okay. Well, he gave me the win, so I'm gonna take a piss. I'm gonna off the video after that. So, with that being said, I'll be right back. All right. Sorry about that, but yeah. I don't really know where I was going with that last story about some random guy I was playing with that bitched about me playing some CDH against what he told me was CDH, but hey. Basically, if you guys do play Magic, don't claim you're playing CDH without playing actual CDH, and if you get mad at someone for playing CDH, if you say your deck is any bit higher than an 8-5, you're playing CDH and don't bitch about it. In my opinion, 8-5 to 9-5, you're playing CDH, minus a couple of the really, really broken cards, right? You're missing, you know, your duels, or you're missing some of your fast mana, or you're missing, you know, pick a thing, right? You're not playing necessarily Thoracle, you know, Consultation, or Thoracle, or any of the Thoracle combos or whatever. Between those two, you're missing key parts, in my opinion, of CDH, right? Your dual lands, your Moxes, you know, Mox Diamond, Chrome Mox, Mox Opal, whatever. Like, your super, super fast mana, you're missing a whole bunch of shit, right? And it's not even like I'm playing, like, you know, like, because in my play here, like, we have, like, a Rule 0 where Dockside's still playable. We have a Rule 0 where basically, as long as you're willing to, if you want to play a card, as long as everyone is, like, perfectly fine with it, like, you can basically go ahead. Like, if my brother told me tomorrow, it's like, yo, I built a new deck and I want to play Tanker, and I have Tinker in my list, I'll be like, yeah, let's try it. You know, if it's just like you draw Tinker, you instantly win, well, let's maybe think about having to cut back either some combos or cutting back on tinker or whatever. But in general, I feel like when I play with my brothers, it's kind of even. Where every single time we get together, I feel like we all change our decks. And there's 3 of us that are much better. Like, our decks that we built are much better than the others. And there's one person's kind of left out. Where today, it was like my brother would, like, my best brother, honestly. Like, I don't want to say, like, best brother. Like, the brother I have that's the best at Magic and plays the most competitive Magic. I guess what I mean by my best brother. I'm as close to my brothers as I can possibly be. So it's nothing like one of them is above the others. No, we're all as close as humanly possible. We're basically wearing one skin is kind of how I like to see it. But like his decks felt a little bit weaker than everybody else's. So next time, you know, it's gonna be mine, or it's gonna be my youngest brother, or it's gonna be my other middle older brother type shit. So yeah. I'm done talking about this. I'm fairly drunk and also exhausted, and I need to go to bed because I have to be awake by 10 o'clock tomorrow. And it's currently what, 3:12, so by the time this is uploaded it's 5:30. I need to go to bed. Anyways, with all that being said, hope y'all enjoyed today's video. As I should say a little bit about the deck. I'm still awful at this deck, even though, what, did I go like 3-1 with the deck? 3-1 or 3-2? 3-1? Demon Hunter, yeah, 3-1. Got pretty lucky, I'll be honest. I think I'm still really bad with the deck. Anyways, with all that being said, I hope y'all enjoyed. If you guys did, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. As always, follow me on Twitch and Twitter. Have a great rest of your day, and I'm gonna see you guys all in the next one. Okay, yeah. That being said, peace.